Hi, I'm Patrick, and in this video I'm continuing my tour of my world, and in fact I'm continuing the tour of my base right here with a trip underground. These are the things I usually carry. I carry 2 water buckets in case I need to make an infinite water source. I usually have a stack of slowness arrows because I like to slow my enemies down. I always carry a stack of torches, golden carrots, uh, rockets, and these tools: a fortune pickaxe, um, a silk touch axe, a sword, uh, a silk touch pickaxe. I have both silk touch and fortune hoes in case, just depending on what I want to do with leaves on trees. And then I have a silk touch shovel for getting grass. Then I've got protection 4 on my armor. And of course, I have one of those totems, so I hopefully stay alive. Okay. So right now I'm underneath my base. This guy's been here since, oh no, he's been there a long time. But this is a pumpkin farm, and it's not full right now. That's good. And across, I built this just before bees came out, and I wanted a place to have some bees, and there they are. Okay, so I'll climb down here. I have an Enderman who lives in this recreation of the end. And then I have these guys who live in a recreation of the Nether. Yeah, they don't mind the fire. And then I have over here I have wheat and I have carrots that are pollinated by the bees. And if I push this button right here, it washes all the crops into those chests, and then I have to replant them. So I don't do that. This is kind of a I don't know. It's like a house that's underground, just in case I need a place to stay for a while. Over here, I've got a kelp. This is a small kelp farm, and I have a small bamboo and a small sugarcane farm. They are automated. The kelp goes into a chest right there. If that overflows, it goes to a bone meal maker. The bamboo goes here, but it actually gets sent into the water stream network that goes to my bamboo collection. The sugarcane goes right here, but I think it's turned off right now. So, and you can tell it's turned off because the pistons are fully extended at all times. Okay, so I've got to move fast because I have a lot of stuff and I want to get through it quickly. So I made this side to look kind of like it's outside. This side, I went with the honeycomb because bees. And by the way, that is a small collection system that isn't used. There's another one for that end and that end. Neither of those are used. I'll show you this. This is another kelp farm that I have. We can go here and see it. There's 2 sides, I guess. And it goes here. If this overflows, it goes into a bone meal maker. This is to get lava buckets, but mean, I never use lava buckets, so this is the honey farm that actually gets used. If okay, so you can see now all the hives are emptied, and well, I guess it already came into the chest. That's fine. Oh, this is a good one over here. I take the kelp and I dry it in my super smelter. There are, I think, 16, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, there are 16 furnaces. I load this cart and send it on its way with this lever. And then I load this cart with dried kelp. That is fuel. And they never run out because I always have plenty of kelp around. I tried to cut the corner. This is a manual, oh no, what are these things called? Dripstone, pointed dripstone farm. It's manual, so I have to harvest it by hand, and I climb down the blueberry vines. This is a back way into the kelp farm, but I never need to go there. This is a speedy kelp farm. It has to be loaded with bone meal, which right now it is. That's nice. I guess I could show how that works. The bone meal regrows the kelp. The kelp grows up to that thing there. When that grows back, that water source will return, and it will flow over and join the rest of those kelp right there. I didn't pick any up, no. I'm going to go ahead and put on my armor. Okay, I was here in the 150 sub video. I dropped down here, and then I flew down there and showed the tunnel bore hole. What does that button do? What does that button do? I don't know what that button does, and I'm afraid to touch it. Okay, that door goes down a stairway to my old Y=12 mine, and of course I don't mine down there anymore. I'm falling. It's fine. This is where I grow nether trees and large spruce and jungle trees. That is another portal and a bed. And then I go back up through here. My Waddle style iron farm drops the golems down here. Don't guess we're going to see one right now. Oh, we'll probably hear one in a second. Yep, of course. The iron from that goes into here. You can see I've got too much iron. I'll never use it. I've got villagers in here. They drop down a hole over there. I used to have villagers here, but they went away. I don't know where they went. I've got these here. There's two in there. They grow carrots. I don't use those carrots, so they keep them. Then there are 3 beds here. If there's a little villager, it runs into the water stream trying to get to a bed. It comes here and it goes up to that room I just showed. I don't want to go up that. Okay, so this goes back up to here. Alright. This is a drop from the first floor of my base. And then there's a water trap right there, so I can get here. This is where I can make mud, I think. Yes, mud. Yes, water bottles. Automatically, no. Water bottles, I've got a lot of water bottles. I can make, I think, 1 or 2 stacks here. I think I have an automatic refill system. I don't know, it's been a while since I used this. I never used mud. Oh, this is fun. This is fun. In here, there is a... Oh yeah. You get TNT and you slightly light it on fire and you get your own head. Okay. In here there is, you may have heard that slime. There is slime. This is a zombie thing. That converts them to drown so you can get copper. Okay, what? I don't remember digging this out. There's one of my beacons. This is not what I was coming to look at, but I mean this is going down into my old mine is somewhere that way. I always get lost when I come down here. I wish I hadn't done this. This was somewhat of a mistake. Oh, wait a second. Is it this way? No. Wrong way again. It just keeps getting worse. Oh. Now I'm really lost. That's a dead end. Is there obsidian there? Slightly annoying because oh, I know what this is though. No, I don't. Oh, that's so annoying. Oh. Okay, so I have no idea what that was. Somewhere around here. Oh, that goes back up to water level. Let's go over here. We can see the slimes. The slimes go running towards the iron golems. They get in the water stream. The water stream has magma blocks. Slimes don't like that. There's a cat. Why is there a cat? Because in there are bees and villagers and wheat and apparently one iron golem, which is going to ruin the fact that this is a secondary iron farm. But it makes wheat. Also makes bone meal. Oh. And I really wish I could figure out how to get to where I was trying to find. Because I have a collection system for some tropical fish. This is an automated, somewhat pointed dripstone farm. It very rarely fires because at least one has to go all the way down to one of those detectors, not detectors, observers. But while I'm here, no, I don't need to go this way. Uh, that system is also tied into a. Okay, this is where it collects. So, oh, I actually have quite a bit there. I didn't know. Okay, I never come here. Um, it's tied into my bamboo farm. And of course, bamboo is evil, but it's a good source of wood. So I have a bamboo farm. Um, slime block flying machine operated. I have a spaghetti system of redstone that goes up to first floor of the base, so I can push it manually. There's also a lever I can push that will turn it on. There's also an occasional system to empty the mine carts into the storage system. Um, okay, so it hasn't filled up to this yet, but oh, it hasn't filled up. Oh no. Okay, so there's a whole tower here, and oh, okay, so that one is full. That one is not full. So someday, there's a button right here. If I push that, it sends off the mine carts, and at the same time, it sends off the flying machine that cuts off all the bamboo. The mine carts already went. They, of course, did not pick up most of the bamboo. I'm closing that and getting out of the way so I don't accidentally pick any more up, because it goes flying as the flying machine goes by. And when it gets to the other end, that was the mine carts going back to collect what was left over. Okay, so that's annoying. That goes up this water stream, and there's a whole system up there. It's all very complicated. This was an accidental strength farm. I didn't mean for this to happen. I didn't realize that the spiders were still there. Um, I didn't light it up when I left. This is a dangerous walkway, but yeah, I will never use this bamboo ever. Do I have any more farms? I can't think of any. What about this? What is this? Here's where those mine carts go. Okay, and of course slimes still show up down here, so they go towards that guy, and they fall in the hole there. This is we have that stuff. We have that stuff. We have those things. We have those. We also get leftovers in the form of all of this. So it also makes glow ink. I didn't realize that. Okay, so it's been a while since I've been down here. This ugly skulk. I put a skulk thing over there, and it spread all around. To balance that out, I spread moss over on that side. None of this is natural. Let's see, the only way to get up there quickly is to fly. And of course, if I fly, okay, I think this was an Avomance spawner design. Now, I think Avomance said that this design doesn't work, but it definitely does. I've built this style. It's got a 2 wide section where anything can form that is shorter than 2 blocks. It gets washed into a funnel that goes down that hole and drops into those hoppers. And this is my amazing redstone system that there's an Etho hopper clock, and it ticks. That opens the water flow. Water flushes out everything, and then I got this amazing set of repeaters that slowly come back here and close the water off. Right now, I think it's not working because the lights are turned on. So that means it's not working. Because, I mean, it makes more than I'll ever need. If you're not on a server, even if you are on a server, you don't need that much of anything. And now, all the way to the top. All the way to the top. Remember that guy? Okay, so that's all for this video. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.